Hello and welcome back to this video. This is the continuation of our previous video where we talked about how to use the single quotes, the double quotes, or the triple quote to create string data types or variable. So right now I'm going to write other ways of getting the type of data that your variable is assigned to. Okay, so by me looking at this particular data, we already know that this is a string variable. But if for any reason you are working with a data that you are not sure the data type it is, well, these are the different ways you can check. So we already have this type method, and then you call the type method and the variable name, and it will tell you that okay, it is of class this. Then another one that we are going to be looking at is another print statement, and we are going to be opening and closing our parentheses. So I'm going to type in my name variable, and I'm going to write equals equals str str, and then I'm going to close this. So I'm going to save and run it. So now we have, for the print statement, it says that it's of class string, and the second one, it says that true, the type of name variable is str. Okay, so now the other one is that I'm going to write another print statement, and I'm going to call a function is instance, and I'm going to open my parentheses, and I'll pass in my variable name. So this time around I'm going to pass in the sentence variable, and the second argument that I'm going to pass here is the string data type. So this time I'm checking whether this particular variable is an instance of the string data type. So I'm going to save this and run, and again it returns true. So we have three print statements: the class as str, the type of string with equality sign, and then the instance method. Okay, so right now I'm going to clear my terminal, and I'll move over to the next one. So anytime you have a data type and you want to check the type of data that that particular data type belongs to, you can just use this type. If you already suspect any class or any type, you can pass in that the class name or the type of that particular class or that particular data that you think that that data is. You can use the is instance too. Okay, so now next we are going to be moving at how to escape strings in Python. So I'm going to write another comment: how to escape in Python. So what does it mean to escape string? So up here, we already demonstrated that when you have some certain characters that are embedded in your string text, something like the quote, the single quote, or the double quote. I forgot to add that when you are using this triple quote, you can actually add the single quote, the double or the single quotes in between the triple quotes, and everything will work perfectly fine. So I'm going to write this, and I'm going to write is. So we can see that we do not have any errors. But if we do that in between a single quote or in between a double quote, then we are going to be having issues. So now let's look at escaping string. So what do we mean by escaping strings? Now I'm going to create another string variable, and I'm going to call it string, and I'm going to equate it to um a piece of sentence. So I'm going to call it this course would be amazing. Okay, so now I've closed it with double quote, so the error is gone. But if peradventure I want to use, it's just my choice that I want to use single quote all over. Another way that I can make this work is that I'm going to just come in here and write the backward slash. So once I do that, Python understands that this quote here does not mean the closing single quote. Okay, so I'm going to print this string here. this string variable, and let's print it. Let's save and run this code. So now you have this course would be amazing. So this the backward slash did not show on the print. So this is used to escape characters. So for instance, this particular forward slash with whatever you add here, there are a good number of them that you can use to escape characters. So for instance, you want this be amazing to go to the next line. What you can do is to add the forward slash and then add this n here. So I'm going to clear this output. So for backward slash n is used to move. I'm going to save this. So this backward slash n is used to move from the text to the next line. So you can see that be amazing now move to the next line. So another one is backward slash t. So this is to like give that text one space tab. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to run again. So I'm going to scroll down. You can see that there is a space in between these two, D and B, right? So the next one we are going to be looking at is R. Okay, so I'm going to clear this output. I don't like to scroll too much, and I'm going to save this and run. So here we have again the be amazing on the next line, and this R simply means return carriage. Okay, so when you want to go to the next line in your system on your keyboard, you hit enter. So that is R, that is return carriage, just returned the carriage. So that is what this R does. So the R and the N, well, they almost do the same thing. Now we can also look at another one. For instance, I want to add a backward slash here, right? I'll now note that the first backward slash is to indicate that you are escaping string, but the second backward slash is the backward slash that you want to add in between your text. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to run. So now there is a single backward slash here. So there are a good number of them. You can check out the documentation page on how to escape strings in Python. Okay, so now I will bring this video to an end and I'm going to continue with our string variable in the next video. So see you.